Hey, how are you?
Good. What's your name?
My name is Tai Young.
Taia?
Tai.
Tai. Okay, where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Charlotte, North Carolina, the 704, baby.
That's right. You look so cute. Charlotte's in the building. So I want
Yes.
to make sure I say it right. Tai?
Tai, yeah.
Tai. How old are you, boo?
I am 32 years old.
32. Do you have any kids?
I do not have any children.
No kids. What do you do for a living?
I'm actually in the Army, and I just applied to PA school to be a physician associate for general surgery. So I just got accepted. So I leave for school soon.
Congratulations. We
Thank
love to
you.
see it.
Thank
Okay,
you.
how long you been in the Army for?
10 years. I just made major.
Wow. So are you re-enlisted?
So I'm on the officer side. So, it's like I'll be a lieutenant colonel, then a full bird colonel, and then hopefully a 1 star.
Oh, we like it. Okay. Tai, when's your birthday?
September 22nd, baby. Yes.
You're a
The
Virgo,
last
right?
day.
Huh?
Yes, it's the last day.
Tai is Charlotte, North Carolina. Where are you from initially?
I was born and raised here. I lived all over the world, obviously with the Army, but I wanted to come home. So this was my last assignment.
Okay, perfect. No kids. And it's a Virgo. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Somebody with money. My goodness. Straight up. Like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. You don't have to be rich, but you don't have to be wealthy. I got it. We can go. I can buy our tickets. Like, we're good. We can go. But I don't want to have to like grab snacks on the way anywhere. I don't want to do that. If I go to the movies, I want to buy the popcorn that's at the movie theater. I do not want to bring our own. I don't want to do that. So I want somebody that wants to go to the restaurant and we're not just getting appetizers. I want the entree. I want to try everything. Not like $200 meals every day, but somebody that can keep up, that's not worried about, providing for 6 kids that I just, watched. So, yes.
Listen, Tai came right into it. He got some cash. What is his bank account looking like? Okay.
Yes.
I don't
Yes.
usually ask the money question, but we gonna spend time on the money question, Tai, because that's a big thing for you. So
Yes.
you say, so have you been dating men that financially just can't keep up with you?
Yes, so and not so much like keeping up, but they have other responsibilities. Like I can't help it. I'm 32. I don't have kids. I own my home. No car payment. If I want to go, I'm going. And so it's just like when people have other responsibilities, they can't go with you. Like they can't do what you do. And so it's disappointing. Like I want to be able to fly to Puerto Rico after Thanksgiving or maybe hell before Thanksgiving, but tickets are more expensive now. We got to go later. No, I want to go then.
Okay.
Okay? That's when I want to go.
All right. So you say he doesn't have to be rich, but he do gotta have some money to move around the way you're saying.
Yes, just to move around. Like I like expensive luxury events.
But let me ask you this: what do you consider not rich though?
Like enough to where we can travel. Like you're not overwhelming in debt. Like you're not like, oh, I gotta pay my credit card this month, child support due. I always get that question. I always get that. Guys be like, well, I gotta move some money around. Where are we moving it to? Where? We're not getting any more.
So, Tai, so you want a guy to be able to move the way you want to move. So, I mean, a lot of factors do play into role too. Like if he has kids, he has to make a certain amount more because then he'll have child support. If he doesn't have kids, maybe he doesn't have to make as much. So, but I'm thinking at least the way you talking because you want to get up, eat where you want to eat, go to
Yeah.
Puerto Rico, things of that nature. At least 200K at the minimum.
At the minimum. But I mean
So
I'll
now,
do
but let me
150.
say that the 200K guy, that's is not a millionaire, but he is considered a well-off man, a guy that makes 200K.
Yeah, and 100, 120 is good because I can go too. So you don't have to pay all your money for me. That's
Okay,
not what I'm looking for. You don't
okay,
have to pay. I can pay my way too. But I just don't want to skimp on the fun stuff. If I want to do the jet skis, I want to go, but I don't want to have to worry that you can't do it too. And that's what I've run into. Every guy looks like they have money until it comes time to pay. Like, I'm sick of that.
so here's the question I have next. Do you also want to be the only girl?
Absolutely. I'm not competing. I'm not doing it. I've done that whole, okay, well, I like to do my little thing on the side. I've done that like when I was younger with professional people. You can't compete with those bitches. You can't compete with them. They do route stuff. I can't do stuff like that. I can't do it.
So this is the reason why I ask these questions, right? So again, I'm just speaking off the experience and in the world I live in, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, being in entertainment for the last 20 years, literally most all the men in my world are extremely wealthy or they're pretty much well off. A
Yeah.
consistent thing that I have learned and seen. Now I do have maybe 3 to 4 men who I feel like are with one woman,
Yeah.
right? But the rest of these men who can do what you want them to do, they got some other girls. They don't really always just have that one girl. And I learned that in dating and just in my environment, that was the common denominator. Like, I didn't really have an appearance requirement. I didn't even really have a money requirement. I was just attracting men with money. And the one consistent factor I kept running into is, oh, this Negro can't be with one person. So you have to be like, I always tell women, you have to be very direct because guys, they'll play with you. If you're not a girlfriend too, you know, you're signing up, but you got to say, are you capable of having sex with me and only me? You know, you have to talk like that. So that's why I asked you, there are men that can do what you want them to do, but potentially they may not want to be in a committed relationship. Not saying all of them, but
Right.
that might be, that's going to probably be your potential thing you have to waver. You got to ask yourself what's kind of most important, the loyalty or the money. You could now listen in a great world like the Sierra world, you
Mm-hmm.
can get both. You get the
Yeah.
money and the finance and all that. That's the Sierra prayer, child. It is
Yeah.
possible, but I'm just gonna be honest with you. The lot of the guys that the one you're naming has a lot of options, and he's gonna kind of weigh out those options unless he's truly ready.
I've done that. I've dated a doctor that did well for himself, and the girls always make it messy. And she confronted me, and I'm like, wow, he paid the rent last month. You can bring breakfast tomorrow. Like, do your thing. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, don't embarrass me. We're in public. Like, oh my God. So I've done that. And that's like when I was younger, but now I feel like somebody's always crazy. Somebody's always a weirdo when you do that. I might be cool as long as I'm taken care of, and then you get that one weirdo, you be like, why her? Why me? I don't know. I want the loyalty. You don't have to be wealthy, but you know, give me some attention, care about me. Maybe you can post me on Instagram because niggas don't be wanting to do that nowadays either.
Well, listen, you only want to be posted if that's your man.
Yeah.
So don't be. Let me tell you something. I don't post nothing. Next time I post somebody on Instagram is gonna be if I decide to get married. When I get the wedding photos back from the photographer. Don't worry too much about that. You want to be in a relationship, right? But you know,
Yeah.
but that could be tricky because a guy could post you and still be out here, you know, with
Oh
it.
yeah.
You know.
I've seen. I did that. He's on the news.
Now let's talk to you more. Do you have any appearance requirement?
What I would say is it's not about appearance for me. It's about how you carry yourself. I would say that you need to be just a little bit taller than 5'9". And that's because I'm 5'5" and I put on 4-inch heels. I don't want you to feel weird. I put my arm on your shoulder. That makes it awkward. And I'm in uniform too, so I wear my boots, and then it's extra weird because they're like, who's who? I don't want to do all that. I don't want to be the man in the relationship. I already got a uniform on in the army. Nah, I want to be the girl too.
Okay, so over 5'9". Anything else?
You know what? I do wear wigs, but being bald's not a problem for me, but I need you to be okay with it too. Because I have my lace fronts all day. So I'm fine with you being bald, but you can't wear a hat every day. You got to be happy and bald. You got to be full. And I like them bearded too. There's something about it because the army doesn't allow it. So when I see it, I'm like, oh my God, drools.
Okay. Okay. Could he have children?
Yes, he can have children. I've dated dudes with 3, 4 kids. If they're younger, I feel like it's better for me. If they're like 5 or 6, that's cool. Older kids are hard to like get in, and I'm a whole lot of person. So if you have younger kids, that's fine with me. But don't let your hoes come for me. I don't want the baby mothers coming for me. I've done that. Like you taking her out on trips, we never did that. That's not my fault. Okay, that's on you. You didn't make him get a passport. That was y'all. Okay, we got a passport in my relationship. We're going. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So this is Tai in Charlotte, North Carolina. She's a Virgo. She's no kids in the army. Do you want kids?
I do. I do. But if we get to a point where we see like that's not something that's feasible for us. And you have kids, I'm happy to share yours, and I will treat them like my own. We good. I'm going to all the parent-teacher conferences, all the practices. I'm going to be number one stepmom. I'm going to be there. But I do want kids, at least 2, if God willing. But if not, you know, it's whatever. We can share.
Okay. Now, Tai, when was your last relationship?
Oh, gosh. My last real relationship was 2 years ago.
Okay. And why did that end?
So he stole money from a lot of companies that we worked with, and he's on the news. And we're hopefully go to litigation maybe next year.
He's on the news. Can we Google him?
Yes, actually, he was the owner of Eat Work Play Charlotte here in Charlotte. We did a really big event, and he stole money, and it's all over the news still because a lot of our clients didn't get their money back. And so, like, it's like $100,000, and I looked in the account to pay the rest of the finances, and it wasn't there. So we're still trying to fight that battle. But I obviously didn't. I would never do something like that. So that's why we're not together. And that was, pretty hard.
Oh,
and he
God.
cheated. And he cheated. And I hope she's watching. I hope she's watching. Congratulations, girl. You got it. All you, girl.
Oh, my goodness, Tai. Listen, you ain't holding nothing back tonight. So, listen, this is the next question. You do not have to answer this question. When was the last time you was intimate with a guy?
Oh, okay. That was a couple months ago.
Okay. So the guy a couple months ago, why can't you be in a relationship with him?
Let's just say that he's not in a place where that's what he wants.
Okay.
Not a relationship, but he has kids, and his life is not in the place he wants it right now. I mean, I was willing to work with it, but it is harder. Like, I want to move and go places, like, and he can't. And I think that became a problem. Great guy, but that's a lot. It's a lot.
Listen, okay, we love you, Tai. You brought the energy, honey, tonight.
I can't even see myself.
Say it again.
I can't even see myself because it's like the request thing never went down. So I'm hoping I don't look crazy.
You don't look crazy. You look beautiful. So I can't remember. Does the guy got to be in North Carolina?
No, he does not have to be in North Carolina. The school I was accepted into is in Puerto Rico. I got into the School of Medicine in Caguas. So let's you be where you ever at. I will find you. I will come to you. But I would hope that you would, fly me out to wherever you're at.
Okay. And you mentioned earlier that you're willing to pay for stuff because you said you got it. So you're willing to pay for trips?
I'm willing to, like, if we're established, I have no problem getting our plane tickets. I have no problem with that. I can book the hotel. I'm fine with that. As long as I know that on the back end you really got me, then I'm good. I don't have to feel like you need to pay for everything because I don't think that's fair. That's not fair. But when it comes to luxury, we're going, and I hope you have the rest.
Right.
And there ain't no, like, I'm gonna have to wait till next month. I'm going. You're just not going with me.
Right.
Yeah.
One last question I want to ask you now.
Yeah.
Not saying you can't get both. In the perfect world, you get the man that looks great, has all the things you desire, is loyal, and has the money, right? That's what you want. But let's just say there was a table and you had to choose. Same guy has the money, but may not be loyal, will be loyal, but doesn't have the money.
I would probably choose money, honestly.
Okay.
And I know that sounds crazy, and I know that's so terrible to say, but I can't do it. I've done that. It causes problems and insecurities much later in the relationship. Stuff you can't fix. I can't fix insecurity, and that breeds itself in relationships later on. I've done that. He's loyal, he's cute, but then I'm like, all right, well, we got to go see your parents, but I got to help. Mm-hmm. We got to go to Christmas, but you trying to do this for your family. Now, that's your family. That ain't us, okay? Mm-hmm. You help Big Mama out this Christmas. She's going to live in your house, so not ours. So, like, I don't want to do that again. I've done that. I've tried, but I've got to be like, these other girls are doing what they need to do for their life. I just need to do that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Listen. You got to respect the honesty, right? You got to respect. One thing I always say is be a grown woman and take responsibility for whatever actions you decide. And not saying, again, I'm not saying you can't get it. I'm not saying you can't get the guy that you want that will also be loyal. But I will say there's always going to be trade-offs, right? There's
Yeah.
always going to be trade-offs, and you just got to decide for you what is most important, and you kind of focus on that first. But I like you, Ty. I think you dope.
Thank you.
I think
Thank you.
girl.
I'm hoping this next school accepts me, number 7 in the nation, because I want to practice general surgery. So that's why I'm gonna need the funds, because somebody gonna have to help me through the school. It's like $200,000 school. So help me.
And remind us again, you just got accepted for what type of schooling?
It's a physician associate, and I want to do a residency in general surgery. So I'll be a general provider. So you come to the doctor's office, you would be seeing me. I would write your notes, your prescriptions, send all of that. And I did 10 years as chemical, nuclear, biological warfare defense. So that's what I specialize in. And so now I'm just transitioning to the medicine side of the house. So 2.5 years, 3 years for residency as well. But it's just like a regular medical provider.
Okay. Well, girl, they want your Instagram name. That the guys was like, get her Instagram name, keep it damn. All right, let's do it. What's your Instagram name?
My Instagram name is TYM Carolina. That's Ty M Carolina. My real name is Ty Young. TYM for Mike Carolina, because that's where I'm from, born and raised, baby, all day.
TYM Carolina. TYM
underscore.
Huh?
Ty M Carolina underscore. I almost forgot the underscore.
Underscore at the end.
Yeah.
Right. So TYM Carolina underscore. All right. This is Ty.
Uh-huh.
Ty in North Carolina, 32, no kids in the Army. You gotta have some coins. You gotta have a coin. Money's important. She was honest with us about that. You don't gotta be rich, but you gotta be able to move around, which kind of is rich. Which kind of is rich. I mean, it's just her world.
A little bit.
It's to be able to do the things she wants to do, you gotta have a coin. No kids for you. You said he can have kids long as no baby mama drama.
No baby mama drama, and not just drama. I don't want her to come for me that you're gonna do stuff with me that you probably didn't do with her.
I don't want her in another relationship.
Yeah, so she was like, "Oh, now I'm definitely putting you on child support now." She was like, "I'm putting you on child support now." I was like, "Oh, he been paying. We there for your kid. Like, what's the problem?" And so she's like, "Now, if you're gonna live the life that you said you promised me, which is understandable, then she's gonna come for me, because I would too. You promised me I gave you a child. You're not here every night, and now all of a sudden I see this hoe on Instagram living the life that I thought I was gonna have. I'd probably be angry too. I'm not doing that again. We are team your child. Okay, we love your baby. It's ours. We are a family. She can come to Christmas too. I will buy her whatever she wants to buy. Scores. I got it. I just don't want any drama. We are friends. We can hold hands, all that. I just don't want any problems."
Okay. And you say you do want kids, but do you want to be married too?
I do want to be married. I really, really do. I honestly, my parents have never been married. No one I know in my family is married. It would be nice. But it's not necessary.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, thank you for coming on, Ty.
Thank you. You have a good one. And I'm obsessed with you. You are so beautiful. Oh my God.
I
was like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I just had to say that because I would die if I didn't.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I feel the same way about you, and I pray that you get all that you desire.
Thank you so much, and have a wonderful Saturday.
You too. Bye, boo.
Bye.